Alright, hi, what is up? Nice to meet you. My name is Udith. So the topic of this video is basically the world is round, but the world is still unequal. What this means is, if we look at the globe or the world on a world map or on a the diagram or a physical globe, physical, not the earth but the plastic globe, that is round, but this world is still unequal in many ways. How is it unequal? Even though there is some myths, there are various myths as to if the world is flat or the world is round, like a circle. Even if the world is round, the world is still unequal. How is it so unequal when the world is still round? People say the world is flat. If the world would have been flat, the riches have been distributed equally among everyone on the entire planet, even me. I would have gotten $10 million, so that would be really great. But the world is still unequal in terms of equality. The world is still the world still holds some inequality among genders, pay raise, salaries, riches. The poor is becoming poorer. I am becoming more rich. So not to brag something, also I'm looking a bit good on this black t-shirt, so I bought it from Decathlon, which is a French brand, so great quality, great brand, so kudos. Anyway, I would love to visit Paris, which is the love city of the entire world. Anyway, also besides payday and this inequality among genders, everything is unequal. Look at the size of the houses. The mansions are bigger as bigger as they get. They are really big. If you look at apartments in Manhattan, which are really big, if you look specifically penthouses, they're really big. But mansions are really bigger than your height. Apartments can be as small as the ones maybe in Cambodia or maybe in Spain. So they are really small. But laptops are getting bigger, screens are getting bigger, monitors are getting bigger, but people's IQ is getting lower. My IQ is 116, so I'm really grateful. And also, I'm sorry, and also my IQ will also increase maybe to 120. I'm really confirmed. Within 1 year, it will increase by 4 points from 116 to 120, which will be really good for me. So people's IQs are really growing smaller. Wealth is growing smaller. People are in debt. Not debt, but debt. D-E-B-T. Debt. So the amount you owe to someone is called debt. People are not able to pay their mortgages. U.S. financial crisis is U.S. means United States. U.S. financial crisis is growing. So a lot of people are in debt. A lot of lot of politics induces corruption. Look, I don't comment on corruption because I'm a corrupt person, to be frank. Corruption for me works in my favor, so I can let myself in like bureaucrats and like offices and political corridors where a general person cannot. So not talking about that, it works in my favor. Maybe it doesn't work for someone else. I wouldn't comment. But the thing is, everything is getting unequal. Inequality in sorry. So basically, inequality is getting more and more. It's increasing day by day. So what is the how to solve inequality in the world? If the world is if the world is round, how to make it more equal, not unequal? Alright. If the world would have been flat, the world's richest have been the richest, the poor have been way more poor because poor is getting like flat and like not growing, but the richer would have been growing richer. For example, if the world would have been flat, the world is not flat. Myth debunked. So what is the process of getting the world more equal? Basically, the formula for getting the world more equal is stop world hunger. stop world hunger. The way to stop world hunger is basically making the world's poorest nations richer. When the poorest nations get richer, you have to stop population. If you keep growing on the population, there is a limited amount of resources on this planet. Fossil fuels are limited. If the fossil fuels are limited, the resources are limited, then you gotta stop populating the country. If it gets so much populated but the resources are still this and the population is still this, how is it going to concentrate in this piece of matter? So it's simple physics, alright? Nothing else. Stop world hunger, stop populating the specific country. The specific country or the whole world. I'm talking about the specific country. For example, I live in India where my country is like some BS on some 1.3 billion people. Like, seriously? Come on. The place doesn't hold this much. Alright. I remember living in a small place. We used to live like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we used to live in a small place. We used to live 13 people used to live in a small place, like dividing into 3 floors, like ground floor, first floor, second floor, and then there was a terrace. So not a good experience because yes, Delhi doesn't have spaces. To be frank, it doesn't have any spaces left. So we moved to Gurgaon. But right now we will move back to Delhi because it's getting really expensive and the inflation is increasing so much that I'm not even able to go to the metro. So it's getting expensive. The auto rickshaws are really expensive here. Anyway, so just giving an example. Alright, so basically this was just an example. If a set area comprises of 6 people, in another 10 years it may comprise of 10 people. So basically, the spaces has not become bigger. People have become, the quantity of people have become bigger. Alright, this is the only formula. To stop the population is like, stop doing sex. Stop doing sex. Alright, stop doing sex. Protect your dick, condoms and protection, AIDS. No, I'm not saying that inject AIDS into yourself, but stop producing more. Alright, it's not like, oh, you know, just our ancestors used to reproduce a lot, so we have to. Yes, we can, but we have a choice. Some parents don't want to have a kid. Some single parents do want to have kids. So the choice is theirs. Second, migration. Migration will help in reducing the population of a specific country. If you migrate to a better place with a lower population majority, let's say if someone from Europe migrates to Russia, that's good because Russia's population is really low, even lower than US, if I'm correct. So this is the only way to make the world more equal. If the world becomes so unequal, so India will be really poor and US will be so rich that when Indians go to US, they'll feel more poor. Alright, I haven't ever visited US because US is so famous. Donald Trump, those Joe Bidens and those George Washingtons and the famous presidents of US, because yes, we are taught US history, alright, but I haven't ever visited US, even though in 2010 I visited Hong Kong, Macau. I visited Hong Kong, Macau, and there was this another place. I think like some parts of China. I don't remember. Even if it was not China, but Hong Kong looks similar to China. Macau was really good. We visited Macau, Hong Kong, and besides that, I haven't ever taken an international flight since 10 years, from 2010 to 2020. I didn't take, so in 2020 the pandemic occurred. Last flight was to Mumbai. So really a bullshit city. So I wouldn't ever go to Mumbai again because the city is not worth for people. It's only built for businesses, not good for people. Delhi has my heart, so it's good for. It serves good, tasty food. Anyway, nothing else. I don't say that through my video just start making the world more equal, But you can understand how to make the world equal if you study more, get educated. You'll understand why I'm saying the resources are limited, the population is growing, and population growth is not good in a specific country, let alone the entire world. If the population keeps growing and growing and growing, let alone the resources will be way lower in the coming 13 years. The population will still increase. So that is the main problem, to be frank. Population has to be stopped. If it doesn't get stopped, to be frank, the poor is getting poor, the richer is getting richer, and now I'm also getting richer. To be frank, I'm just confirming it on video, even though I don't make any money right now. But I'm promising myself, because I made this video not to just make fun, to let my kids see that I was a visionary at specific age. I won't tell my age. I just keep guessing in the comments what my age is. I don't know. But to let my kids see that, hey, it's your dad. He made this video. He made the riches. Now you're also rich. My kids, to be frank. Good boy, and just peace out. Stop the population. If you don't stop the population, the world will keep growing and growing in terms of population. The resources will get limited and lower in quantity, so it will create world hunger between the riches, also between me also. All right, so that is also a problem. All right, good boy. And also, there's nothing else. Just peace out. Just watch this video. Hope you enjoy.